Now we
and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be an easy, everyday go-to makeup look. It's definitely something not that I wear on a day-to-day basis. I rarely do my makeup throughout the week unless I'm filming or if like I'm running errands or I'm with my husband. I just want to look nice and put together. This is the makeup that I go for. It's just what I go to, I gravitate towards. It's easy, I can knock it out in 20 minutes. I'm not gonna do a whole lot of blabbing today, so if you want to see how I achieved this look right here, then just keep watching. Okay, so the first thing you wanna do before doing your makeup anytime is make sure you wash your face and moisturize. I've already moisturized my face. I did it about 20 minutes ago so that it could seep into my skin and dry and all of that. I use the Cetaphil moisturizing lotion, like looks like this, and you can get this at any drugstore. I love this lotion. If you haven't tried it, I highly recommend it. I have really dry skin and it keeps my skin so moisturized. I love it. Next, I'm gonna go in and prime my face. And I use two different primers to prime my face. If you follow me on my Instagram, you probably saw my dupe alert picture of the two primers. The Maybelline Baby Skin and the Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer. That's a mouthful. These two are identical. The formula, what they do for my skin and my makeup, the consistency of it, they are absolutely 100% identical except for the price. So first I'm just gonna go in with my baby skin today, and pretty much what this does is this just blurs any imperfections on the skin. So I put it all in my T-zone because I have very large pores and I want to blur that. So if you hear any commotion in the back, it's my kids. So next I'm gonna go in with my second primer, and that's the Rimmel Long Lasting Finish Primer. Looks like this. You can also get this at any drugstore. I've been using this for a while and I love it. It works just as well as any of my high-end primers. My makeup literally, and this is no exaggeration, literally stays on all day. So I'm just putting that all over the face. Time for foundation. My all-time ride or die foundation is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation. I absolutely love this foundation. It does such wonderful things for, he's destroying his room right now. This does wonders for my skin tone, and I just love what it does. I'm in the shade Bone. If you don't want to do a higher end foundation and you just want to stick to drugstore, I'd really recommend the Maybelline Fit Me foundation. This one is in the Dewy and Smooth. I really love this one too. I use this a lot if I don't really feel like using my higher end stuff. I love that foundation. So I'm gonna go in with a beauty blender. You can find these at Sephora. I'm pretty sure that's the only place unless you go to like the Beauty Blender website. I highly recommend these beauty blenders, and make sure to get the legit beauty blender, not like the knockoffs that they have at the drugstore. I haven't tried the Real Techniques one yet. I've heard kind of mixed things about it. You can get the Real Techniques one. I don't know if you can get it at the drugstore. I know you can get it at Ulta. But I love the Real name brand beauty blenders. They're kind of expensive, I mean, for a beauty blender, but what it does for my foundation, totally worth it in my opinion. So I'm just putting this all over my face, and I'm using patting motions, and of course go down in it, girl. We don't want that foundation line. And I'm just gonna continue to put this all over the mug. And another thing that I do with my foundation, a lot of people use primers for their eyelid. I just have not found a primer that I love. I even bought the MAC paint pot. This is in soft ochre, and I don't know, I don't love it. People ranted and raved about it, said it was so great for their eye concealer. I just don't like it. I don't like how it applies. It just kind of, I can't smooth it out. Even if I use a brush, my finger, whatever, I can't smooth it out. It just kind of like rolls around on my eye. I don't know. So what I've been doing as of late, and I really am actually enjoying what it's doing, is I just put foundation on my eyelid, and I have hooded eyelids, so I have to make sure to set this, otherwise it will crease. I mean, it'll probably crease on anybody if you put foundation all over your eyelid, but. And then I just set it with a powder, and I'm just going to use this Wet n Wild powder. This is in the shade Fair, and I just use a little sponge that it comes with, and I just set that foundation on my eye so that it doesn't crease. Text message. Turn you off. Now for one of my favorite parts, highlight and conceal. The first concealer that I'm gonna go in with is my MAC Prolongwear concealer. This is by far my favorite concealer that I have used to date. Like, it is everything. I love what it does for my under eyes. And so, I'm trying to wait till he quiets down. So what I'm going to do is take the pointed tip of my Beauty Blender, and I just pack some on under my eye, and I'm doing like a triangle shape. I don't know if you can see that, but I'm taking it under my eye and all the way up to my temple, and then I just kind of bring it down in a triangular shape. And I'm patting, and I'm not really blending this in yet. I kind of just get it where I want it, and then I let it sit while I do my other concealer. What I'm going to use for the rest of my face is the NYX HD concealer. This is in this shade CW01. Oh, and the shade of matte concealer is NC15. Okay, so I'm just taking this NYX concealer, and I'm putting a little on my chin, a little down my nose, and then I just do whatever kind of shape in the middle of my forehead. And I'm gonna go pick up my Beauty Blender again, and I'm finally going to blend my under eye concealer out using light dabbing motions. This Beauty Blender is so versatile. You can use it for literally anything. Liquid foundation, liquid concealer, powder. Blend, blend. Okay, so to set my under eye concealer, because it's really important that when you put anything liquid on your face, you want to set it with some type of powder. Otherwise, it doesn't matter if you're oily, dry skin, whatever. If you step outside, it's going to melt off, girl, especially if you live in the South. I'm going to set my under eye concealer with this Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Under Eye Powder. And it's a loose powder, and it's white as snow. I'm going to take this tapered brush and pack on this under eye concealer. And I just pretty much keep it right under my eye, and then I like to take mine up. It kind of gives a lifted effect. And now I'm going to set the rest of my face, and I'm going to use the Rimmel Stay Matte powder. I'm in this shade Buff Beige, and just take a regular, any type of brush will work. And I'm going to put that all over, focusing particularly on the places where I know I have concealer. Okay, now I'm going to go in and do my eyebrows. I will show you what I use for them, but I'm not going to film it because this would seriously be such a long video. If you want an eyebrow tutorial video, I can do that. Just let me know. For my brows, I use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz. It is just a, kind of looks like a lip liner. And I'm in the shade Soft Brown. And to top it off, I use Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade. This is what the little jar looks like, and her number 12 brush. Looks like that. And I will be right back. See what eyebrows does for a person. Now I just look white as shit. So next I'm gonna go ahead and bronze and contour my face. I'm going to bronze first, and of course I'm going to be using my new NYX palette. And I think I'm going to bronze today with this first shade right here. I really like this palette because all of the shades work for me, and I think that's because they're more cooler tone browns. There's not a shade that I can't use. So I'm gonna pick up some of that color on my Real Techniques. This is the blush brush, but I like using it for bronzing. And I'm just going to put some of that in the hollows of my cheeks. And I mean, I pretty much just go all around the edges of my face, you know, focusing on the hollows of my cheeks, the tops of my forehead, and of course, you know, around the jawline. And I'll take some down my neck because I am really pale right now. I haven't self-tanned in like a month. And to contour, I'm going to take, it's a flat kabuki angled brush. And if you want to see in depth like all of the brushes that I use, I can do a video on that as well. But I'm going to take this brush, and I think I'm going to go in with the darkest color lightly, very, very lightly. Tap some of that off. And I'm just going to further deepen where I bronzed, but in a more controlled area. You know what I'm saying? And if you want to make the fishy face, it's coming out more red. I'm seeing on the viewfinder, it's coming off more red, but it's not. And now I'm just going to blend that up. Whenever you contour, you definitely want to blend it up, because if you contour and you blend it out and you blend it down, that's just going to kind of defeat the whole purpose of contouring. It's going to take the shadow in the wrong direction. And that same color, I like to contour my forehead to kind of make it more prominent. And what I do is I take it and I put it right where I have like the arch of my brows. I'll go up, and that's where I put my contour on my forehead. And it just gives my forehead and my head all together a really nice chiseled shape. So I just put some of that right there, and I just circular motions blend it out. Now I'm going to go in with some of that same color, and I'm just going to, I like to put some right here. I feel like it makes my chin just a little bit more pointed and makes my jawline not so round, because I feel like I have a very round face. So I just like to add some angle to it, you know? And now time for blush. I'm going to go in with, this is probably my all-time favorite blush in my collection right now. This is the Milani Powder Blush in Coral Cove. This is what it looks like. It's a beautiful peach color. It is just stunning. And I love it when I wear this a lot actually with a lot of my looks, but I especially love it for this natural look because it's just so natural. It just looks really, it complements my skin tone really well. So if you're pale, buy Coral Cove. I'm just taking this as a stippling brush. I think it's a duo fiber. This is from Sephora. I've had it for forever, so I'm not quite sure. But it's just a stippling brush. I like to use this for my blush. And I put it on the apples of my cheeks where I smile, and then I blend it out into my contour. And now for highlighting, I'm going to go in with this Ulta Illuminating Powder. This is in the shade Yellow Diamond, and I'm going to be taking, this is a Real Techniques setting brush, but I really love this brush for highlighting because it is perfect to get just on the top of my cheeks and everywhere that I need to. So I'm gonna get a little bit on there, just a little bit. That's all I need, just a little bit. I love highlighting. And I place it on the top of my cheekbone. That highlight though. Put some on the tip of my nose. Why couldn't I couldn't think of what that was called. I was about to call it the bridge of my nose. And Cupid's bow. And then I'm gonna put some above my eyebrow and kind of bring it down to meet where this highlight is. Just a little bit, not as concentrated as the cheek, but just a little bit. Okay, and now we're gonna move on to the eyes. And today I'm going to use, I just got this yesterday, so I'm really eager to use it. This is from morphebrushes.com. Heard really great things about it, so I went ahead and got 2 palettes and a couple brushes. I'm really wanting to use this today though, so I'm going to be going in with this. But obviously if you don't have it, I'm just going to be using really natural browns. So if you have a palette that has that in there, you can definitely use that. Okay, so what I'm gonna do first is I'm going to take a big old fluffy brush and pick up this color right here. If you have anything similar, it will work. And I'm just buffing that all over my crease. This is going to act as our transition color, which pretty much just means all of the other colors that we're going to be putting on our eyeball will blend more seamlessly. Okay, next I'm going to just take this same brush and I'm going to pick up this shade right here. It's just a natural brown. And what I'm going to do is focus this in my crease to further deepen it and give it more dimension. So I'm just continuing to build this crease color. So next I'm just going to go in with a darker brown. That's pretty much all this eye look is I'm just going from the lightest shade to the darkest shade and just adding dimension to my eye. I'm gonna go in with this one right here, and I'm going in with my new Morphe M330. We're gonna give this little guy a try. I'm just picking up a little of that. And the previous color we put all over our crease. This one we're going to stay on the outer V with it. And just like my blue smoky eye, I like to place my color and then I blend it out. So can you see how I just have this on my outer V and crease, outer crease. So I'm just continuing to build that color. I keep going in little by little with more. Then I'm gonna go in with my fatter blending brush and just blend that out. I think I actually will pick up just a little bit of that previous brown, the one that we put all over our crease, and blend this out right here. Okay, now I'm gonna go in and highlight under my brows. Normally for this, I would use a flat shader brush, but it's dirty, so I'm just going to use my ring finger. I mean, this is a natural everyday look, right? We can use our hands. And I'm just going to focus the majority of the color right under where like my brow arches and blend that out. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and smoke out a little bit just under my lower lash line. This is completely optional. You don't have to do this. The look looks fine without it, but I just like it for me. So I'm going to take a pencil brush. This is also a new one that I got from Morphe. This is the M560. And I think I'm just going to go in with the middle brown shade that we used. It's not the darkest, but it's not the lightest. And I'm just going to smoke out my lower lash line. Okay, so our shadow is done. Now I'm gonna go in and apply some liquid eyeliner. I'm gonna wing it out a little bit, and you know, I don't film this. I'm not a pro at it yet, and my hands are just all everywhere. As of right now, I'm just gonna go ahead and do it off camera, and then I will be back in a minute. Okay, I'm back, and I went ahead and did my mascara off camera because, I mean, does anybody really need a tutorial on mascara? The mascara I used, though, is the Benefit's Their Real Mascara. I don't have like an all-time favorite mascara. My lashes aren't great no matter what I do to them. So if I want that full voluptuous lash, I have to wear falsies. But since this is an everyday look, it's definitely not something that I do. So yeah, Benefit's Their Real Mascara. And to just give a little bit something more to the eye, I'm going to go in with my NYX Wonder Pencil. It looks like this. You can find this at, I found this one at Ulta, anywhere NYX is sold really. And it's just a nude color pencil. And I go in my bottom waterline and I line it with this. You can go in with white. I just prefer nude. It's more natural looking, but at the same time, it still gives the effect of a bigger eye. So I line my eyes with that, and then I just kind of take it into the corner. I continue where I'm lining and take it into the corner. And I will go in with a really light shadow and put that on top of that liner. So I'm just gonna take a brush and get some of that really light shadow that we put in our highlight under our brow, and I will just pop that in to the corners of my eyes, and that just kind of opens them up, brings some light in there, and it's just really pretty. So you can stop there if you want, put lip gloss on, lipstick, whatever you want. I'm gonna go in and put on some lipstick, but first I'm going to line my lips with, this is a Rimmel London lip liner in East End Snob. This is like my go-to lip liner. So now I'm going to go in with one of my favorite liquid lipsticks at the moment. This is Gerard Cosmetics Serenity. This is the one that they collabed with Manny MUA. If you didn't see my review on this lipstick, I will link it down below. Now that that's dry, I'm just gonna top it off with the littlest bit of Gerard Cosmetics Kimchi Doll. And there you have it, guys. That is my everyday go-to natural makeup look. I use everyday loosely because I do not do my makeup every day, but you definitely don't have to do the lipstick or the highlight or the liner if you don't want to. This is totally customizable. This is just something simple that I wanted to share with you guys. I hope you guys like this video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up and make sure you subscribe to my channel. If you are not following me on Twitter, Instagram, or Snapchat, I will link those down below. And as always, let me know what you guys want to see next. Until I see you next time, bye!